Hi, good afternoon, fifth grade families. My name is Mr. Muharrem. I'm the principal, very proud principal here at Long River Middle School, and we have...
Hi, Mrs. Myers, the assistant principal.
And we are here from our media center here at Long River doing a virtual presentation that we would normally do with an orientation back in April. We would have had the fifth graders come up and go through some things. So Ms. Myers and I are going to go through some information for you. We will send this presentation out to you because there is one link on there that will help you out with your lockers. Ms. Myers will talk to you about that in just a little bit, but we will send this presentation out to you momentarily after you view this video. So there are many concerns that sixth graders have coming in, and Ms. Myers is going to go through these with you. There may be other ones that are concerning to you, and if so, you could certainly get in touch with us and we'll help you out with them. But just to give you sort of a top 10 list of what has concerned many of our incoming sixth graders in the past, Ms. Myers?
So we know it's totally normal to have some concerns coming into a new school building. I'm just going to touch on a few of those. So some students have been concerned in the past about getting to class on time, finding and using your locker, keeping up with new classes, and getting around a bigger building, because we know that Long River is bigger than PES and Laurel Ledge. But don't worry, your teachers know that this is new for you. They know that you haven't had a tour of the building before. We're hoping to get you in late summer and bring you here to Long River to really get a sense of the building. But your sixth grade teachers are very sensitive to the fact that you haven't been here before. So they're really going to take their time at the beginning of the school year to help orient you to the new building. Okay? And we know that this new schedule going from class to class is new too. You did change some classes in fifth grade, but you're certainly going to have more classes now when you come here to sixth grade. So your teachers are going to take plenty of time and help you get comfortable. So don't worry about those things. Okay? Everybody here at Long River is here to help you. We're going to touch on that in just a minute. We want to make sure that you have a great first year and be really successful.
So who can help you here at Long River Middle School? Well, every adult in the building here is available to help you, but certainly, as you know, Ms. Myers and I, we've introduced ourselves. Your school counselor for sixth grade will be Ms. Dorn. She will be available to help you out. You also have Mr. Kitsoftis. Some of you at Laurel Ledge probably remember him as the nurse at Laurel Ledge. He's here with us. We have our secretaries, Ms. Witham, Ms. Brylewski, and Ms. Coette. We also have Ms. Flaherty, who's the media center specialist here. She's everywhere. She works with all teachers. She's just dynamic, awesome. And then, of course, all of your teachers, staff members, cafeteria leaders, and also Guard Gerard, our security guard, who is wicked awesome, all here to support you here at Long River Middle School. So speaking of Ms. Dorn, your school counselor, she's going to help you out in a lot of ways. As you can see from the slide here, certainly the transition, helping you get organized, setting goals, building friendships. Because we have students coming from Beacon Falls and Prospect merging together, she's going to be available to help bridge those friendships from the two towns. And certainly any problem-solving issues you might have, Ms. Dorn will be able to support you with that as well, okay?
So we have two teams in each grade level. Next year, you'll be either on the Bobcats or the Lynxes. There's no real difference between the teams, but of course, you will have different teachers. So each team has math, science, social studies, and ELA, and you will go to those classes every day. You will also see our special education teachers around the building, and some of them may be in your classes. Our special education teachers are really there to help all students and may at times work with lots of different students. Okay? Let's quickly run through a sample sixth grade schedule. When you first arrive here to school on the bus in the morning, you will go either to the Library Media Center or you will go to the cafeteria. After that, when the bell rings at 7:50, you will go to your locker, which we'll talk about soon, and then you'll go to homeroom. After that, you'll go to your first core class, which is either language arts, math, science, or social studies. After your first core class, you'll go off team to either your UA class that you'll have for the quarter or to your PE or music class. Then you come back to your team, you do another core class before lunch. You do have lunch for 26 minutes. We'll talk more about lunch in a little bit. After lunch, you have another core class. Then you go off team again to either one of your UAs, or if you already had UA, you'll go to PE or music. We do have an A-B day schedule, so on one day you'll have PE. On the next day, that same period, you will have your music class. When you're done with that class, you come back to your team, do another core. And then 7th period is going to be extra help for math, extra help for ELA, or you might go to science or social studies. But your homeroom teacher will help you figure out your schedule at the very beginning of the year.
All right. All right, so speaking of the Unified Arts schedules, Ms. Myers said, I believe at the elementary school you had trimesters, 3 trimesters. Here at the middle school we have 4 marking periods, each 45 days each. So for Unified Arts, for let's say first marking period you may have art. Second marking period you may have smart money. Third marking period 3D art. Fourth marking period you'll have exploratory and world language. And the exploratory world language gives you a taste of Italian and Spanish. So about 22 days of Spanish, 22 days or so of Italian to equalize that 45-day rotation. Because when you get into 7th grade, you need to make a decision whether you're going to take Italian or Spanish for the full year for your 7th and 8th grade school year. Okay? And as Ms. Myers said, the A-Day, B-Day rotation, that really is only there to let you know about PE and music, okay? So you'll have PE, if you have it on A-Day, you'll have music on B-Day, and your music choices will be band or chorus. You will have to purchase a gym uniform for $20. All students will wear the gym uniform. If you have an older brother or sister who might have a uniform, it's in good condition, certainly that's fine for you to use as well, okay? Regarding the concerts, similar I think what you did in elementary school, there will be a winter concert in December, and then a spring concert usually in May, in both chorus and band.
Okay, the cafeteria. One of the things that 6th graders always love about our cafeteria are the food choices. They say that the hot lunch is really great here, so we are hoping that you will agree. We also have deli and salad bar every day. You do have your cafe prepay. If you use that in elementary school, the same PIN number applies here at the middle school. And if you had any money left in your account, then that money is still in your account when you get here to middle school. At the end of each cafeteria wave, we're hoping, if it's a nice day, to get you outside for some social time to spend a little time chatting with your friends. Something that you'll notice about our cafeteria is after about a week or so of getting familiar and kind of figuring out the layout of the cafeteria and how our caf works, you're going to sign up for a cafeteria table, and you're also going to sign up for one day, at least one day, maybe 2, to do a job at your table. Everyone takes a lot of responsibility. Personal responsibility is something that we pride very much here at Long River, and we all chip in and help out. So you're going to sign up to either sweep the table, kind of sweep off the crumbs from the top of the table, wipe it down, or sweep underneath with the broom for one day, at least one day every week. Okay? You will have the option to change tables at the beginning of each marking period because you're going to sign up to stay at that particular table for the marking period.
Right, and I'm not quite sure how you did things in 5th grade, but as Ms. Myers said, it is your personal responsibility to clean up in the cafeteria throughout this whole building. It's our job, all of us collectively, to keep this building clean and safe, okay?
All right, lockers. One of the most exciting things about 6th grade is getting a locker. It's your personal space here at school. You can decorate it. Okay, lots of kids like to get a locker ladder. I recommend getting a locker ladder. I think that you should have one to help organize your space there. You will be issued your locker either at the end of August when you come in for your orientation, and if perhaps we can't have that orientation, then you'll get your locker right at the beginning of the school year. Lockers do come equipped with a combination lock. It's a 3-digit combination, so you'll have to learn that. Okay, and once we send out this Google slide presentation, there is a link for you to click on this slide so you can learn how to use a combination lock. All right, but really practice is key. Just keep practicing, and your teachers will give you a lot of time to figure that out too.
Right. All right, so Long River Middle School participates interscholastically in the Junior Naugatuck Valley League, and as you can see, we have a plethora of sports for students to get involved in. In the fall, when we come back to school, cross country, boys and girls. Our cross country team is very competitive. This past year, they went back to back NVL champs. Very successful program. Our boys and girls soccer in the fall will start up also. Our girls just won back-to-back soccer championships, so very competitive on the soccer field. In the winter, we have co-ed swimming, and our boys and girls swim team this past winter finished 3rd in the state of Connecticut at the Connecticut Middle School State Open. So very competitive sports here at Long River Middle School. We also have boys and girls basketball and cheerleading available. In the springtime, we have softball and baseball. So to participate, to be an active participant, you need to be academically eligible, and students must have a 70 or better average in all classes. They need to sign the athletic code of conduct. You need to have an up-to-date physical, and I'm not sure where you are with regards to physicals. I don't know if your doctor's office might not be taking appointments at this time, but we'll get more information on that at a later time. You could certainly contact Mr. Katsoftis to ask him about eligibility for physicals coming in the fall. Athletic information form will be given to you at the start of the year. The nurse's office phone number is there for you. And of course, Miss Philippone is our athletic director, so you can certainly reach out to her at any time with regards to questions pertaining to all sports here at Long River. In addition to our interscholastic program, we also have clubs and activities that we want to offer students. One of the great things about Long River Middle School is that we believe in offering things for students to do beyond the regular school day, whether it be before school or after school. So if you're not interested in a competitive interscholastic program, we have these clubs available after school. Art club, 3D art, yearbook, drama club, brainwaves, homework club, photography club, golf club, ski club, and or snowboarding. Okay, you could do one of either. Chess club and jazz band. And these clubs are available Tuesdays and Thursdays, and those are the days that we have late bus available. So if you're a Beacon Falls resident, you could take the late bus here from Long River Middle School, which usually leaves around 3:45, 3:50, and we'll drop you off at Laurel Edge around 10 after 4. For Prospect residents, there is no late bus. You'll have to be picked up by a parent or guardian or family member, okay?
Okay, the National Junior Honor Society is actually open to students in 8th grade. So why are we telling you about it now in 6th grade? It's because your grades in 6th, 7th, and the beginning of 8th grade all matter if you want to get into the National Junior Honor Society. You must have at least a 95 overall cumulative GPA. So that takes into account all of your grades in 6th, 7th, and the beginning of 8th grade. So you're going to have to work hard starting the second you get here to Long River if you'd really like to be considered for a membership for the National Junior Honor Society. Grades are only one part of our membership, though. You also have to have community service, leadership experience, and extracurricular activities. So what I would suggest this summer, if you are participating in any community service, start writing that down and keeping track. If you come here to Long River and you participate in extracurriculars, write those things down and keep track of those things, okay? Because you will need them eventually in 8th grade if you want to apply for the National Junior Honor Society.
So we have a lot of technology here at Long River Middle School, district-wide, really, K-12. We're in a really great place with regards to devices, and just with this distance learning, I believe students all the way down to lower elementary school had a device to go home. So with regards to Long River Middle School, all students are issued a Chromebook that you can take home with you. It is yours. It's property of Region 16, but it's yours to have for your 3 years here. You will be given a case to keep it protected, but ultimately it's your responsibility to keep it safe and secure at all times. We use a platform here called Schoology, and if you're not familiar with it, students, you'll learn a lot about it rather quickly. But for parents, early in September, mid-September, we have a parent night with regards to teaching you about Schoology and helping you understand that platform, because that is where teachers post homework assignments, important documents, grades are there, events, classroom resources, daily notices, and you can find out what's going on all the time by logging into Schoology. Power School is the platform for storing end of quarter grades and end of the year grades. And then regarding grades, we'll send out report cards via email at the end of each marking period. All right, so regarding the Chromebooks, as I said, the students will get a Chromebook coming into 6th grade. You'll have it for 3 years. It is your responsibility to keep it charged and ready to go at all times. We do have 2 charging stations here at Long River, one here in the media center, one in the cafeteria. So if you come to school and the Chromebook's not charged, you can charge it. If you forget your Chromebook or it's not fully charged, you can take out a loaner from the media center, but then you do need to bring it back that day. You cannot take the loaners home with you. We highly recommend families take out an insurance plan on the Chromebooks in the event there's an accident or some sort of damage to help offset the costs. If families don't take out the insurance and the Chromebook breaks, they are responsible for the full cost of the Chromebook.
Okay, this slide really just shows you some contact information, how you can get in touch with us if you have any additional questions. There's our school telephone number and fax number. Parents, if you need to contact any staff members, it's the first initial of the staff member plus the last name at region16ct.org. Mr. Muharrem and I also have a Twitter account. We'd love for you, each of us have a Twitter account, so we'd love for you to follow us on Twitter as well.
Yeah, Twitter's a great resource for us to share out information, activities that are going on here at Long River Middle School, photos, upcoming events. Ms. Myers and I may tweet that out, or we may share or retweet something that we think is important for families to see or hear about. Okay? All right, so that's it for our presentation. Unfortunately, you're not here with us to ask questions, but we are available. You have our email address. You can email us or message us on Schoology if you have access to that. Reach out to us. As Ms. Myers said, we'll be in touch with regards to bringing you here this summer for an orientation, a walk around so you get the lay of the land and see where everything is, and certainly get those lockers. We hope all is well with you and your families during this distance learning environment, and that no one was affected by the COVID-19 virus. We hope to see you very soon, and that's it.
Look forward to seeing you soon.
Go Wildcats.